before you even start a Zoom meeting, you can actually create a whiteboard that you want to use in that meeting, more like creating a presentation. So where do you find these whiteboards? After you log in, you go to your home, then you scroll down a bit here and you see where it says whiteboards. You click on whiteboards. Now, as you can see, you can create a new whiteboard from scratch, or you can use an existing template. So let's start by looking at the templates. It depends with the kind of meeting that you are doing, but it gives you an opportunity to have a ready-made template. There are templates for brainstorming, it can be design and research. So you choose the template that you want and we click use template. We are now able to edit this existing whiteboard before we even start the meeting. So you can change any of this information by writing text. You can change this text that you see here. You can add text on it. You can also change text that is already there by just double clicking. You can move these items, change the designs that you want on this existing design. These small cards can be moved. So anything you see here can be changed. So a template can be edited, and it's a good starting place because you don't have to do the actual design of things. You can just add information there. Now let's look at an example where we have to create a whiteboard from scratch. So we have already created this start, stop, and continue whiteboard. Let's go back and make a whiteboard from scratch. So once you do that, you see we already have one here. So we're creating a new whiteboard that we also want to use in our Zoom meeting. So when you start, it gives you an option to say, okay, choose a template, but right now we do not want to choose a template. So whiteboards are more like presentations. They're slightly different because you can then write on the whiteboard during the meeting itself, even before the meeting. So for example, here we have the pages of the whiteboard. So right now we just have the first page that we are dealing with. So I can just write welcome here by using the text, right? And you can even change the size of the text like that. You also have an option to change more of the characteristics of the text there, even the color. You can do that. You can change the color of the text as well. For example, we can change it to green, and there you go. You have so many options on this toolbar that you can use to change everything that you see here. You can add shapes just by clicking that. You can add a shape there, right? You can add a shape. You can also add lines. So all of this is possible for you to create a nice presentation that you want to use. And you can add pages to the exact same whiteboard so that you can move through the whiteboards as you present. So for example, when you add a page here, you can add more information on the second page. You can actually move through these as you are doing your presentation. So in this case, there are many other things that you can add to the second page. You can upload things like pictures. So how do you do that? You can click upload here. And then you choose a picture. In this case, I just, that's a thumbnail I used to create another video. So you can actually put pictures there within your presentation. And as you then do your presentation, you can move through these ones or change the whiteboard that you are dealing with. So right now, what we're going to do is then to see how you can share this whiteboard in an actual meeting. But we already have two of these. So I have an existing meeting that I've already started, and we're going to demonstrate how to share whiteboards with others in a meeting. So I'm just going to maximize. There we go. We're in a meeting with Brian, and we want to share a whiteboard. So if we click where it says whiteboard here, if you don't find whiteboard down here, you click these three little dots and you find it somewhere here. But in my case, it's already added here. So I just click whiteboard. You can create a new whiteboard, which is blank, that you can write on. You can also use existing whiteboards for presentation that you have already created. You see, we have two whiteboards there. I can choose one that I want. So let's start with this one. Now you need to choose, do you want everyone to have access to write on that board? Or do you simply want to use it like a presentation where you're the only one who can make changes there? So right now I'm just going to click presenting rather than collaborating. So if I open that, automatically Brian would be able to see my whiteboard at this moment. He might not be able to change any of the information, but he can see the movements I'm doing to these things. This is actually highlighted. My name will appear, and any movement that I make, they actually see it, and any change that I make, they can see it. So as I do my presentation, I can move things, I can delete them, I can do quite a lot of things. I can also move right to the second part of the presentation. And when I do that, the first part is no longer visible. They are seeing the second page, right, that I'm presenting, which is page number 2. So anyone in the meeting will start to see page number 2. How do you change an existing whiteboard? So you choose there and go to existing whiteboard. I now want to present a different whiteboard. I simply click on that, choose whether I want to collaborate or present. In this case, let's choose collaboration and open the board. People can actually make changes on the board as we are talking. So right now it's shared. So you find that your users can actually make a change on the board and move things. As you can see, that's Brian. It writes Brian is moving things. Let me demonstrate that again. You see, when Brian touches something and moves it, it shows that Brian, that small little round thing is showing that Brian is making changes to your whiteboard. If I do move this one, people will also see my name, that I am moving things in the whiteboard. How you then can collaborate. Others are writing on the whiteboard. You are also writing on it. You are changing things. And it makes the meeting interactive. This is how you make use of whiteboards. So you're probably wondering, how do I stop sharing the whiteboard? So in this case, it's actually sharing with the person that I have right now. To stop sharing your whiteboard, you simply come to this button on the top right corner. It says close whiteboard. Once you click it, it then closes the whiteboard and no one can see it there. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more tech tips, and drop a comment below if there's a feature you'd like me to cover next. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.